Hey, what's up everyone? In this video we're comparing the Hoka on a Carbon X SPE versus the brand new Endorphin Speed. Hey, what's up everyone and welcome back to Fordy Runs. Now if this is your first time at Fordy Runs, I want you to smash that pink button down there that says subscribe on it. Go to our Facebook page and join the Fordy Runs running community and check out the description, there's loads of cool things down there. Right, so we've got two plated shoes. Now this has got a nylon plate in it and this has got a carbon plate in it, but I thought it'd be cool to compare the two. So let's get stuck in. Right guys, so here we go, we've got the Speed and the Carbon X. Now this is the new updated version of the Carbon X, this is the SPE. I think the most noticeable difference versus the old version are the sort of all-in-one upper, this like booty upper. You've got the all-in-one again, but you've got this one-piece heel counter versus, if you remember, you had like stitching in the back there. You've got some new overlays, that's about it. It's pretty much still your trusted and favourite Carbon X. You've got the ProFly X midsole, so you've got like two layers. You've got like a softer layer here versus a harder layer here. Then you've got this like sort of rocker going through, so you've got that plate that gets you going. So the rocker that gets you going onto the plate and then off you go. Pretty much sums it up. The shoe weighs in about 8-9 ounces. It's 100 and, oh, let me check my notes. It's 170 pounds, which is quite a lot, and it's a 5mm drop. Then we go on to the Speed. The Speed is the sort of middle brother of the Endorphin line. So you've got the top, you've got the Pro, which is the carbon plated maniac that likes to run a marathon in 2 hours 30 minutes. Then you've got the Pro in the middle, which has got a TPU like nylon plate in it, still S-shaped, but it borrows the Power Run PB from its older brother, but it's got a little bit more cushion in it, like the Shift, but that's got, I talk about the Shift, but that's got a different midsole in it, but I'm talking about the overall element of sort of cushioning with the Speed. The upper is great, breathable. Shoe is like 7.8 ounces, 8 ounces, something like that. It's 155 pounds. I think it's got an 8mm drop. Let me check my notes. Where is it? Yeah, 8mm drop. How good's my memory? Right, so which one do I prefer? Because that's why you're here. I think, well, if you've not seen the video, check it out on the Hoka Clifton X. This is kind of a bit of a nemesis for me, this shoe, because the more I run in it, the sort of more I like it, but the more it annoys me. Now, Hoka shoes for me, fit-wise, I just, apart from the Clifton Edge, which is like putting on a boat, it's so wide, that they just seem to pinch in here for me a little bit too much, and I get a heat spot. And I thought the more I run in these, the sort of wider it gets, and it's not moving that much, which is annoying because the more I run in it, the more I like it. I did say when I did my initial review on it that I felt like I was running along and my foot was getting jammed along the front and it felt a little bit out of place. That's kind of eased off a bit, but it just, I don't know, it just still doesn't fit right. And it's really annoying because I really like it, but I really hate it. And it's driving me nuts, to be honest with you, because I can see why you guys out there love it. Do you know what I mean? So if your foot fits it, you're going to have a field day in this shoe. The Speed, on the other hand, I put it on and it just felt awesome. There's plenty of width in there. These are both 9.5 UK, by the way. Just plenty of width in there and it just fit true to size. It was nice and comfortable. I didn't have any issues about, you know, heat spots or anything like that. Just able to put it on and get out there and run. And with the sort of speed roll going through, I was on my toes, but when I sort of chilled out a bit, I could then lean back on that cushioning and it just felt great. So out of the two, for me, I would go for the Speed. Now, if you've seen any other comparison videos I've done, I've gone for the Speed every time. So it's probably quite predictable. But what I would say to you is if you don't have a particularly wide foot, I would recommend checking out the Carbon X because I think out of the two, it's a very good matchup, actually. This has got a plate in it, so you are getting the snap. So I did a review against the Hyperion Tempo and it didn't have a plate in it, so maybe it was a little bit unfair, even though that's got like a nitrogen infused DNA flash midsole. But this has a plate in it, so you know it's probably a better comparison out of the two. It's not like the Fuel Cell TC, which is too soft for me. You get a nice balance on the ProFly X midsole, similar to what you get on the Speed. But for me, I would go for the Speed because of the fit more than anything else. Price wise, you know, you've got to go for the Speed because it's cheaper, but I would recommend having a look at the Carbon X. It is a great shoe, although be careful and just make sure you go down to your local running store and try this on if you are going to look at the Carbon X SPE.